So good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome you this morning as we officially start the countdown clock for the 13th annual APSA ESD Expo. Um, I hope you guys are as excited as we are. I'm sure that by now, a lot of the colleagues that are joining me from Smart Procurement are already familiar and you've been in contact frequently already. But just for introduction, I'd like to introduce my colleagues that are with us. We've got Erica and Present, who are from our operations team, and they handle all the logistics and make sure that the exhibition and all the elements are looking fresh and exciting. And then we've got our ESD team, Paulina and Nasha, who I'm sure are local celebrities by now. And I know that you've been in frequent contact. So thank you so much for making the time to join us this morning. The purpose of today is really just to make sure that we are well prepared, that we understand all the logistics elements of the 2 days for the event. We're really excited. As I said, this year marks the 13th annual APSA ESD Expo. And as most of you know, it's co-located with the 18th annual Smart Procurement World in Durban. So the combined event represents SA's longest standing and largest buyer linkage event. Um, so in the one hall, we obviously will have all of our SME and local suppliers, and that's where all of us here fit in. And in the other hall, we'll be having the Smart Procurement World Conference, and we are expecting about 700 procurement professionals that will be attending there. So the team has very carefully curated 2 days of fun and excitement, very specifically aimed around how can we create linkage opportunities for you over the 2 days. Um, Paulina will take you through the presentation shortly, but I would like to make an appeal for you to use this opportunity and use the next few weeks to make sure that you're well prepared and that you are leveraging absolutely every opportunity to connect with as many buyers as possible, and buyers being, the corporate and the private sector that obviously of all of us are always targeting, but also not to lose sight of the collaboration and the SME to SME opportunity. And over the years, we've had the most incredible success stories. And sometimes, depending on where your sales cycle is and what your product and offering is, you can immediately see the success after the show. And for some of us with a longer lead time, it takes a bit of time, but we've seen the success. We know that this is a recipe and this is a platform that works. So I'd like to encourage each and every one of us here to make the best of the opportunities of meeting new connections, uncovering new linkage opportunities, going and meeting with all of the speakers on the program, as well as the extended network to uncover what opportunities lie beyond linkage, also on the business development support, as well as the access to funding. And we have all the funding partners that will be there, obviously APSA and all of our government partners as well. So without further delay, Paulina, I'd like to now hand over to you for us to go through the presentation.
Thank you, Kesh. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited that we are already at this time of the year where we get to create some much needed anticipation and excitement for our upcoming event in September. And so today, the focus of today is to make sure that you guys are fully aware of what to expect over those 2 days and how you can prepare ahead of time. I just wanted to make one mention. If I can ask that all of you make sure you stay on mute. We are recording the session, and just to make sure that there is clear, voice over the recording, that everybody remains on mute. We will make sure that there is a question opportunity for those that have any questions at the end of the session. You can also put questions in the chat box during the session, should any arise during the presentation, and I will keep an eye on them. and address those that I can quickly. Otherwise, we'll do all the questions at the end. But thank you to everybody for taking the time out of your very busy schedules to be with us. It's so exciting that we've come to this point in this program and of the year for this exciting event. So this year is going to be our 13th year that we have hosted this event, and I hope that Keshni has given you a little bit of a taste of what to expect when it comes to the exposure for your business and the amazing opportunities that are to come. So this is just a brief contents of what we will be going through. And you are an elite group of participants in the program, and you are all exhibitors. You have the special opportunity and from all your hosts and sponsors that give you the opportunity to showcase and exhibit your company. So feel very privileged and take a full advantage of this opportunity where you can exhibit at this prestigious event. So first thing I wanted to touch base on is just the essential checklist. Now, we will engage with you if there's things that we don't have, because majority of you have been on the program for a while, but there are a few that are relatively new. So a few things that are very important when it comes to the success of this program and of the event is to have have a company profile or company description submitted, a company logo, and contact details. Now, this information is what we obtain when it comes to your online profile that you submitted. So that majority of you have already done. To the new participants that have newly been onboarded, please make it a priority of yours to submit this by the end of the week, unless your project manager has given you an alternative date. But the sooner we have this information, the sooner we are able to make sure you are included in our SMME directory. And we try, and our goal and our dedication is to make sure everybody is included on that document, but we do need your help essentially to make sure we have all the right information. So even though you have perhaps already submitted this information, we will also be auditing the information that you have submitted. So to make sure that the company logo you submitted is a high enough resolution, or that perhaps there's an email that didn't go through, we will notify you via maybe WhatsApp. Please be timeless when responding to those emails when we do reach out to you, because we have to make sure that your company is being put on its best foot forward, and we need your help for that to happen. So some marketing materials that you can look at to bring along. You can bring along banners, 1 to 2 banners, pull-up banners. So not media walls, because your stand won't be big enough to accommodate that. You can also bring a branded panel, corporate brochures, flyers, any handouts, business cards, things that are easy to hand out when it comes to the open day. We've got, let's say, 600 to 800 visitors that will be attending the exhibition floor on the visitor day. So you need something that's easy when it comes to handing things out and spreading the name of your business and marketing yourselves better. Then one other element that you need to keep an eye out for, which we will be starting the process of this week, is a confirmation email and to register your 2 stand representatives. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how this is actually going to look like. So this is a system generated process. Let me just quickly open it up on my side. I've got, okay, let me quickly change the screen that I'm sharing. Okay. Did it change? Okay, can someone just confirm if you can see the emails or if you still see the presentation?
We can see the email, Paulina.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the first email that you will be receiving is the one that says your SMME has been sponsored. So this is a test email, and it just gives you a confirmation to say a bit of information about the the event, sorry. It gives you a couple of steps of what you need to do. And then below here, it says, please click here to register your 2 stand representatives that will attend the event. So the person receiving this email is a main point of contact. It is not the person registered as a stand representative. That process still has to take place. So what happens is you click on the link, it will open up. Okay, that didn't work. It's already been done. Where's my other link? Let's see if it opens separately. I didn't want to. Okay, so it's on that page. Let me quickly see if I can quickly register something different. I didn't want to. Okay, but it's on this link and it really gives you 2 lines. I apologize, I had it ready and I think because I closed the window, it removed it, but I'll send a screenshot when we share this recording so you can just see what it looks like. And it literally gives you a line that says stand rep number 1, name, surname. I think it asks 5 contact information or necessary details for stand rep number 1 and then for stand rep number 2. Now, the person receiving the email can be a stand rep. But I just want you to make, so that you are aware that you have to register 2 people to attend. If you are the only person registering from your business, that's fine. You can you only have to register 1 name, but you are allowed to register 2 and both from your business. And it can be the person receiving the email, which is our main contact, and then an additional person. Or if the person receiving the email is not attending the event, it can be someone different. It can be 2 different people from the company. Then each person will then receive a confirmation email that looks like this. It's called SMME Rep Registration, and it gives you information about the event, some times and contact information, just as serves as a confirmation to say that the registration has been completed. And that is all. So it's a very quick process. It's really easy and it does not take a lot of time. So let me quickly change the screen and we can continue with the presentation. Okay, Nyasha, can you just confirm that you see the presentation again?
Yes, we can.
Great, thank you. Okay, so some specific information about the event. The event is taking place on the 10th and the 11th of September, but as exhibitors, you need to be there on the 9th of September in the afternoon from 2 o'clock to collect your name badges and to prepare your stand. So to dress your stand, bring your marketing materials along, everything that you want on your stand, bring it on the 9th so that it's ready and good to go for come Tuesday morning. This is the address of the venue. We have our registration stands ready. You just go there. They ask for some information. You get your name badge, your food vouchers, and then myself and Nyasha will be there and we will direct you to where your stand is, show you your space, and then you can take your time to make it look nice. Then you can collect or you can break down your stand at 5 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. Okay, so going through the program, the exciting 2 days, it's 2 jam-packed days, and I hope you guys are very excited because we cannot wait. So on the Tuesday, this is the official first day of conference. It's a closed exhibition. So this means that visitors and outside people are not going to be joining. This day is only for the hosted delegates, exhibitors, and corporate delegates that are participating. So to give you an idea, the ESD Expo is in Hall 5. And then Hall 4 is the corporate exhibition. So there are 2 events taking place at the same time. And so you have an opportunity on day 1 to make the most of the corporate participants and delegates that are already at the venue. And these are all from within the procurement and supply chain management field. And there will be strategic program elements that will allow you to network and engage with these professionals. So in the morning, we have our first program or floor item that we call it's supplier matchup. I'm going to go into detail about how that works. but it essentially is an opportunity to speak one-on-one with procurement and ESD professionals from different industries. Then that's until 12 o'clock. We have a lunch break after that, and then we go into the Smart Supplier Conference. We have a very interesting and jam-packed session booked or planned for this afternoon. We have one panel, which is called The Jack of All Trades and Master of None. And we had a trial of this panel at our Smart Supplier Conference online in July, and it was a great success. Those who participated, I'm sure you know, or were able to watch it. I'm sure you are excited to see what an in-person experience will be like. But we have different panelists, different moderator, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what is to come of this panel discussion, and I hope that you guys are starting to get a bit more excited now about the content that we have prepared for you. We also have a marketing and sales session done by Brad and Esty. Exciting, energetic duo. I can't wait for that to happen. And then we are closing with a corporate fireside chat panel. So we'll share all of this information with you in an official program, but I just wanted to give you a little taste of what to expect. And the corporate fireside chat is an opportunity to gain insights from professionals from, I think we've got about 7 or 8 various industries to get an understanding of how to best position your business as an SMME to do business with these companies, and what takeaways you can do and apply in your business to make your business positioned in a way that it's gives you an opportunity to do business and to engage and to find out more about how and how to supply or to provide products and services to these different companies. We finish at 4:30, and then we go into the cocktail function. And this is a wonderful networking opportunity with some great entertainment where you can all, let your hair down and have a bit of fun, and also network with both the corporate and corporate hall delegates as well as the ESD hall delegates. It's a lot of fun, and then the evening ends after that. The second day is our open day or visitor day as well. So this day you are able to invite your friends, family, anybody in the area that you would like to come and support your stand. They're welcome to attend this day. So what's exciting is after you've registered your stand delegates, there's a link, or there's a thank you that comes on the screen and says, if you would like to register visitors for the visitor day, here's the link. And then you can share that link with any of your friends or any business, colleagues, any more team members from your company that you would like to come through for the Wednesday. You share that link, they can register to attend on the day. And that's free of charge. And we've got some information or some program elements for them. We have also supplier matchup again that takes place over the whole day. We have knowledge hub sessions. We'll share that program with you and with those that have registered for the visitor day a bit closer to the time. And then the day ends at 5 o'clock. You have the opportunity then just to break down your stands. And yeah, there is exciting elements at the end of the day for Exhibitor specifically. I'll go into a bit more details about that now. So the Smart Supply Conference, I did tell you about the program, but this is a conference that we have created and designed specifically to accommodate to the SMMEs attending this day. And we've taken a lot of thought into those that we've invited to be panelists and speakers. So I really hope that you guys are excited and that it's building up to walk away from this Smart Supplier Conference with empowerment and excitement for your businesses, because that's our aim. Okay. Food vouchers. So every stand representative receives food vouchers for the 2 days. Now you receive it when you get your name badge. Please look after it. Your name badge and your food vouchers are like your identity at the event. So after day 1 is finished, please don't leave your name badge at home. You need to keep it with you at all times so that you can get access to the event on day 2 again. You have to have your name badge on you. Each name badge is identified differently. You as stand reps will have stand rep name badges. There will be delegates, there will be visitors, and each of them have different areas for designated catering services. So your food vouchers you need to keep safe so that when you go to the designated catering area, that you give your food voucher and you can go and collect your meal for the day. And then your name badge is obviously for security purposes because we can't, there's very strict controls when it comes to access control. So that's just one thing to note. The catering areas will be very clear, but we are also there the entire time, and we will show you around the floor so that you know and feel comfortable about where to go to redeem your food vouchers, and you know where the passages are, and yeah, we'll go through everything with you so that you feel comfortable. So yeah, visitors, when it comes to visitors, they don't get food vouchers because they don't pay for entry. There is risk catering facilities available, so they can just purchase their own snacks or drinks on the day at the risk catering area. I did speak about the visitor day, so this will just be part of the presentation that we share with you, but ultimately they get access to walk the entire exhibition floor. They can participate in all the Knowledge Hub sessions as well as the supplier matchup and enjoy the experience of, you know, going through all the businesses and seeing what opportunities there are to collaborate. Something exciting and new, we have a mobile app. So basically you download the Flock inventing platform, and we use this app as a way for easy reference for you as attendees to see what's on the program, information about all the sessions taking place, the speakers, partners, sponsors. So there's logos, write-ups, adverts. There's a whole bunch of things that's on the app. It's not mandatory to download, but it really does help in effectiveness and understanding and having information at the tip of your fingers. So it's the Flock event platform, and we will share the link with you in the email and some information on how to download it. So keep an eye open for that. It's the first time we're using that app, so it's very, very effective. We did it in July for one of our previous events, and we hope to build on it to make it even better. And this is good. Yeah, we'd like to hear your input on the experience of the app and how essentially how it helped during, you know, navigating the world of the program and how effective it was at the event for you. Now, another thing that we are doing differently is, I don't know if any participants were part of our event last year when it came to engaging with fellow, I suppose, SMMEs, corporate procurement professionals, anybody that visited your exhibition stand. There wasn't really a method of retaining information when it came to contacts. And we had scanners, but they were pretty hefty in price. So what we did this year that was different is each name badge is printed with a QR code on it. And so now when you're engaging with someone and you want to save their contacts, you just scan the QR code and save their details on your phone. It's very easy. If your camera cannot automatically pick up QR codes, you just download a QR code scanning app. Sheesh, my tongue is very twisted with that one. And then you can just save the information on your phone. Then you don't have to worry about lists and forms and trying to record everybody or running around looking for someone. This is the best method to do it. And we're very excited about this because it gives a much bigger opportunity to retain information and to have opportunity for engagement afterwards. So you literally scan it. It gives the option for you to save it as a contact. And if you can always, you know, add on to that information. So if there's, once you've scanned it and you saw the information, if there's something you want to add, you can always just add it and then save it. And yeah, hopefully there's big opportunities that come from this as an extra opportunity or an extra method of retaining some contacts. Another thing that we're very excited about is we have now introduced stand awards. And this is to encourage the level of engagement that takes place when people approach your stand and talk to you about your business. So there's 3 awards. The first one is the Best Pavilion Award. So each host company that sponsors SMMEs, those SMMEs form part of a pavilion. So I'll show you a photo shortly of what it looks like. So all the SMMEs part of that pavilion would contribute to this award. So it's the way that the pavilion is presented. So we understand we're not expecting you to go and spend thousands and thousands of rands on specific marketing material just for the event, because we do understand it is small businesses and it's not about necessarily the look, but it goes about the atmosphere around your pavilion. How do you engage and encourage people to come and visit your stand? How do people walk away from your stand after they've engaged with you? Do they walk away feeling like, sheesh, okay, I actually want to do business with them? Or, I hope let's make an opportunity to do business with them. See what you can do to make the experience at your pavilion one that's memorable. So we don't expect it to be a spending money requirement for this award. All of this is only about experience and takeaways after engaging with you, because that's where the most important interaction lies, is how people walk away after talking to you about your business. How do they feel about doing business with you? Do they feel that you know your business, that you are passionate about what you do, and that you're the person that they need to go to when they have the need for your service or product? So, okay, that's the Pavilion Award. Then the Best SMME Stand, that is for individual stands, whether it's part of a pavilion or a freestanding, self-funded stand, it doesn't matter. And it's also how engaging and informative you are, creativity, innovation, and how well your stand represents the brand and its offerings. And then the Best Host Stand Award. This is more directed towards the sponsoring companies. So a lot of the pavilions will have at one end a host stand. So the company sponsoring that pavilion will have a stand of their own. And that will, this award is aimed at how the engagements are with the businesses in the ESD hall and how those businesses walk away from that stand. And, do they walk away with a lot of information? How was the overall experience when it came to engaging? Do they feel empowered and have opportunities for further engagement? And then the last fun award, I suppose I see it as, but I'm sure a lot of you see it as a lot more than that, is we have a brand new lucky draw taking place. And this will take place I think it's between 3 and 4. I could stand to be corrected, but it's at the end of day 2. And anybody is eligible to participate, to be part of the lucky draw, but you have to be there and you have to participate in the full event. You have to be engaging and involved, and you have to be present at the lucky draw in order to win the money as well. But you have a chance to win 10,000 Rand cash. Okay, it's not cold hard cash because that's a bit of a safety risk, but it's not in the form of any other item. It is essentially cash. And I hope that encourages you all to stay until the very end. We want the event to end off in a hype and with lots of excitement. And we hope that this is just one element that can finish off the 2 days just with an amazing feeling of walking away, that you gained more, even if you got the lucky draw, but that you walked away with much more business opportunities than just that. But we will be clear with the criteria of how it will take place and how to apply to be part of the lucky draw. We will share all of that information with you, but I hope that that has also created some more excitement. I wanted quickly just to touch base with you about Supply Matchup. We will be sharing some helpful videos, but just to touch base, ultimately what happens at Supply Matchup is buyers, ESD professionals, or procurement professionals are all stationed at different tables, branded with their company's branding, marketing materials, banners, tablecloths, etc. And you as SMMEs have an opportunity then to approach them and talk to them. potentially pitch your business, find out how to become vendors of these companies, how to be exposed to tender opportunities, RFQs, what platform, how do you share or become top of mind awareness when it comes to opportunities, how are you informed about opportunities. This is the place to do that. We have had, as some of you may know, we've had a couple of online supply matchup sessions where you've heard and had a bit of information from some companies from May up until now, but in person is a lot different. In person is where you can actually make a much bigger impact because you can sell your business and you have one-on-one attention with the person that you're speaking to. We are targeting and trying our best to get about 30 different companies from various industries to participate over the 2 days. Now, we will structure it according to industry to make it easier, but we will share with you the lineup of the companies that will be participating so that you can also plan accordingly. But when you approach companies, have in your mind already prepared what problem do you solve and for whom. So that's the quickest way to pitch your business, and very to the point of this is the services or products that we offer, and this is how we go about implementation, or all the necessaries that's relating to your industry. And it's the perfect platform for you to leave those individuals you're talking to away with an impression of, I can't forget that person. That company is someone I want to work with. And these are the decision makers that you'll be speaking to. These are the people that will be working with you when it comes to sourcing business and services. So put your best foot forward, especially on the Tuesday where the supply matchup is in the morning. That session is dedicated only to you as exhibitors and the sponsored delegates for the ESD program. So these buyers are coming specifically to speak to you. The supply matchup on the visitor day, we've structured it in a way that we would like the companies that are on the Tuesday to be the same companies on the Wednesday, so that you as exhibitors don't feel the need to try and be both at your stand and at supply matchup. We will share with you if there will be different companies so that your second stand rep or yourselves have someone at the stand and then someone going to supply and match up to try and attend. But we are trying our best to make sure that it's the same company so that you can put all your energy into your exhibition stand and marketing your business and seeing what you can do to create more opportunities. So a couple of notes that we just want to share with you when it comes to your exhibition stand and at the exhibition. You should be ready and manned from 6 o'clock on the 10th of September, so that when the corporate delegates come through to start their conference, which starts, I believe, at 8 o'clock in the morning, you are at your stand and it comes across professional, it comes across well prepared, and sometimes they have an opportunity even to stop by your stand quickly before they head into the conference, especially if there are delegates that are attending or speaking at certain sessions. They come a little bit earlier so that they have an opportunity to walk the exhibition floor a little bit. So be prepared and be in the position to take on someone into your exhibition stand and to talk about your business. So another note, obviously, we want to create a professional exhibition experience for everybody. So don't pack up your stand in front of delegates. The exhibition is open for the duration of the event, but when we say that Tuesday is a closed event, it just means that outside visitors can't attend. But any of the other delegates attending the event over the 2 days still have access to the exhibition floor and can walk the floor and visit the exhibition stands on the Tuesday as well. Okay, you must just make sure that your stand is manned until the end of the event. You can't leave it standing unmanned so that they get the full exhibition experience. One thing that we can note that puts a bit of a damper on the overall look of a pavilion is if one of the, let's say pavilion could be 10 stands, if one stand is empty or one stand doesn't have a person manning it, it doesn't come across very professional, and we're asking that you all diligently make sure that you're present at your stand during the opening, or during the days. We will communicate with you specifically over like the Smart Supply conference, to say, okay, there's conferences in session, so you don't need to man specifically over those 3 hours, but outside of that, make sure that there's someone at your stand at all times. But we will keep in constant communication with you. Okay, exhibitors must take full responsibility of all valuables on their stand for the duration of the event. So we do have an option for those that are interested. At an additional cost, we can arrange a lockable cupboard for you. If you are interested in that, you can please reach out to either myself or Nyasha. We're happy to share the price list with you, and you're able to book that and pay that ahead of the exhibition. Then you have a lockable cupboard that you can store some of your valuables. Sorry. Then the exhibition has a uniform look and feel. Your branding is determined by your host. We encourage you to bring your business cards, flyers, banners, and promotional giveaways. Should you bring additional furniture or products, please plan accordingly to the space on your stand. So each pavilion and host has a different way that they want to brand that pavilion. So if you are uncertain about what your pavilion would look like, please reach out to either myself or Nyasha. We'll be happy to inform you of what your hosting company has decided on the look and feel of your brand, and we will let you of the branding of the pavilion, and we'll let you know what you have the freedom to do if you would like to do something unique to your stand. Okay. A couple of other things. I did mention this, but I'll just quickly briefly read through it, that the expo is co-located with the Smart Procurement World Conference. The delegates have purchased delegate passes in order to attend. This conference is not, you as SMMEs, part of the ESD exhibition, are not able to attend this conference because these conference tickets are quite expensive and specifically purchased for those delegates that attend those 2 days. Okay, staff, you have been allocated 2 entry passes, which is your 2 stand rep passes. This includes those manning your stand. We'll be issuing a confirmation email, which I mentioned, and then you just register your 2 stand reps. If you want to purchase additional rep passes, you can do that. Please reach out to either me or Nyasha, and we'll be happy to share the costing of that with you, and then you can make a decision. And then you get 2 catering passes per day for your stand. So 1 per person, 1 per stand rep, and make sure that you share or present your food voucher when you go to the serving area. I wanted to give you a quick view of what the pavilions look like. So this is not exactly, but this just gives you an idea. But ultimately, a pavilion is a cluster of a few stands next to each other, and it's all branded by the same company, which is the host. So your SMME company name is here where it says company name. It will be in capital letters. We do not include the PTY, LTD, or CC at the end of your company name. But it's the rest of it is there. And if we are concerned about the length of your company name, we do reach out to you. But oftentimes I think we can do 24 characters in a company name. So I don't think we have yet found one company name we couldn't accommodate. And then what will happen is on the top, it's not in this photo, but I hope you can see my mouse. But basically at the top here is a panel, and that will be the host company. So either BP or ABSA or Afrimat. We quite a lot of hosts this year, which we're very appreciative of and excited for. And they will be at the top here, there will be their logos, and on the sides, there will be what we call flags. So it will be easy to identify where your pavilion will be. And then when I mentioned that there's host stands, then at the end, either on one side or the other, there will be a stand where the host, it will have their name on the top, much like the SMME stands, and they will have their own marketing materials in there to brand it. Some stands, I can't think off the top of my head which company has confirmed it yet, but I know last year BP had panels that were colored at the back with their company panels colors. Sorry. So every host is different to the extent of how they want to brand it. So yours might look different. Some will just keep it plain white to not to give you an opportunity for your branding to stand out. So every company is different. You're welcome to ask us if you have any questions about what your pavilion will look like. So just some information about the size of your stand. It's 3 square meters, which is 1.5 by 2 meters. Each stand comes with a table, 2 chairs, a plug point, and lighting. I did mention it will be printed, your names will be printed in capital letters. And this is just the size, the dimensions of the name the names on the fascia boards. So this is the floor plan as it looks, but we have a different version. I'm going to quickly open it up where I can zoom in a little bit better for you so that you can see a bit clearer. I'm going to quickly share the document. Maybe if I clicked in the right place. Okay. Just opening it quickly. And it's just to give you a bit of a clearer indication of how the flow works. Where are you now? Okay. So, Nyasha, can you see the PDF that I've opened?
I can see it, but I think you might need to just enlarge it a little bit more.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure you could see it.
Yes, perfect, we can.
Okay. So I will shift the screen a little bit as I move, but I just wanted to give you a clearer indication. So you would park in this parking area, which is just across the road. Well, it's not across the road, it's just to the side of the building. And you would come across up the ramp here, and this is the main entrance. You walk straight into the registration area. There will be a couple of registration desks. It works through a computer system. So there will be people that ask for your name. You confirm your details, and then they print your name badge and give it to you. Once you have your name badge, 9 out of 10 times, there's always somebody based at the organizer's office. If you're not certain of where your exhibition stand is, all you do is report to organizer's office, and either myself or Nyasha, and if we're busy, there will definitely be somebody else that can take you to where your stand will be. Then give you a bit of an idea of where everything is. MTN has a stand over here. We have Department of Treasury, Gauteng Department of Treasury here. AfriSam over here. PPEBC has a stand on this side. NTT Data has a stand on this side. There's Telkom, GEMS over here. ABSA's one portion is here. ABSA's second portion is over here. Then we have a group of AfriMat SMMEs here and here. Then here is Sasol and Siemens and BP. Now, these tables over here in the middle is where supplier matchup takes place. And the seating at the end here is where Smart Supplier Conference and the Knowledge Hubs takes place. Then next to the conference area, it's a catering area, a designated catering area. And then in the evening on the Tuesdays where the cocktail function will take place. And here is another serving station or catering area as well. Then the bathrooms and the passage to the second hall is right over here. So it is a big space, but it's relatively easy to navigate. And there's a couple of stands here from support companies, the SMME Clinic, Profit Share Partners, Proudly South Africa. There's a couple of other stands that are freestanding. Mascu Miller has a couple of pavilions here. So it's all spread across the floor. But yeah, this is it's on a specific floor plan program. So it is a bit small when you zoom out, and it will be a bit small, but it just gives you a feel of how the room will look. And hopefully it's not the only stands. We're hoping we can increase a little bit more and have some more SMMEs. But yes, it's a great start, and it's a great amount of SMMEs to have at the event. It's more than we had last year, and it's very exciting to see a bigger presence and getting back to the way things were before COVID hit. So yeah, I hope that gave you a bit of a better understanding of what to expect when you walk into the venue. Okay, so I did mention about the marketing materials and what you can bring along, but I wanted to mention a few things to you. So on the back panel of your exhibition stand, depending on the limitations set by the host companies, you could potentially print your logo on there at an additional cost, or alternatively, you could potentially print your logo on the fascia board where your company name is, also at an additional cost. If you're interested in something like that, you're welcome to reach out to me or Nyasha. We're happy to share the costing with you. And the company that does all the exhibition stands for us is Expo Guys. So if you do want anything additional for your stand, then they will be the ones issuing the invoice, and you would pay them directly. Then a note is to make sure you do not damage the shell scheme or carpets by drilling holes using tic-tacs, pins, nails, screws to put up branding or marketing materials. If you need to put something against one of the back panels, please ask for assistance. There are a lot of guys from the Expo Guys team that is on the floor specifically to make sure that you are assisted in that area as well. So don't do it yourself if you're uncertain. And also remember that it's not a solid brick wall. It's vinyl, so it's very easy to damage, and it can also, you know, you can't push too hard against it either. So that's just something to consider. So when putting, if you want to put anything against the sides, rather ask Nyasha or I, or anybody from Smart Procurement to get in touch with someone from Expo Guys on the floor, and we help you. And it's very quick for that to happen. You don't wait long. Okay, these are just some of the logos of the sponsoring companies. It's a great presence from a wide variety of industries, and it's amazing. And we are truly amazed and appreciative of this opportunity that all these companies have given you. And I hope that you are all finally be able to see clearly the value of what this opportunity is and what all these companies have given this opportunity to you. Some health and safety. Just a couple of notes. I'm not going to go line for line because I have been talking quite a lot, and I do want to get to some questions. I just wanted to make a note that parking is not at no additional charge. You park in the parking bay as part of the confirmation email as well, to give you confirmation of which parking bays or areas that you park at. If there's any deliveries of items, you need to make sure that you communicate with us ahead of time, because there's specific designated delivery areas where deliveries need to take place. If you know there's things that's going to be delivered on your behalf that you're not bringing along. And then, yeah, about access to the loading bay, there are dedicated personnel that manage that for the venue. So you need to make sure that you stay in constant communication with us on what to expect, to make sure that the team is available to help if there are any deliveries that need to be handled at the loading bay. Okay. Internet, cleaning, plumbing. So you can't plumb, there's no plumbing available. There's bathrooms, but no plumbing at the stands. You're not allowed to cook at your stands. They will clean after all the stands have been erected. They will clean. And in the evenings, but obviously you just can keep an eye on your own space at your stand if you want to pick up things around to keep your stand neat, but it will be cleaned in the evenings every day. And then Wi-Fi will give a bit clearer indication about Wi-Fi, but there is coverage in the public areas for Wi-Fi, but they are, at this point, it's on a voucher system, but as I mentioned, we will give clearer indication about Wi-Fi accessibility a little bit closer to the time. Then the next couple of slides, I urge you to please go read through diligently so that you can understand anything about electricity, health and safety cables, fire equipment, security, what's available, what to expect. Please read through this. We will definitely share this with the recording that you can, if there's anybody from your team that isn't able to be right here, and, part of the session now, they're welcome to watch the recording then and go through the presentation and be better prepared. These are our contact details, but I'm almost certain that all of you have at least myself or Nyasha's contact details. But these are details of other team members. So you heard from Keshni earlier. She's from our commercial team. And then Erica and Present from our operations team. So they handle anything to do with the exhibition stand. And when you book specific editions, we work with them as well to communicate with Expo guys. So if you do come across communication with them, do not be surprised. Okay, I think I've done a lot of talking. I hope I have answered a couple of questions that may have been. So I'm going to quickly see if there's any, maybe the team can help me if there's any questions that I should address now, because I see some have been responded in the chats.
Paulina, I addressed most of the questions. I think the one that was just outstanding was with regards to the screen and monitor for the day from Maria. I think that's the only one that I haven't gotten to, so you can respond to that one.
Okay, Maria, maybe if you can get in touch with either Nyasha or myself, whoever is your project manager, just reach out to us. You can send us a WhatsApp as well. Just let us know that you're interested. We can email you the price list of the editions. It tells you if you want a TV screen on a stand or, the different sizes of TVs that they offer and how much it costs. You're welcome to have a look at that costing. And then it's on an order form. You complete it, you send it to us, and we can process it. Karabo, I see you say I can showcase how we do fruits and vegetable cutting. I don't think that's an issue because you're not using electricity. Erica, maybe can you confirm if there's a limitation to that? I don't think there would be an issue if you want to cut fresh fruit and vegetables.
No, demonstrations are allowed. Please just stick to sample sizes.
Okay, yeah, we can't have an entire freezer worth of fruit and vegetables. Is there any other questions? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen quickly so I can make sure I can see all the participants. If anybody has a question, you're really welcome to raise your virtual hand or go off mute and ask your question. We want to make sure you walk away from this session feeling comfortable, knowing what you can and cannot do or what to expect when it comes to the event. So please, now is the time. If you feel more confident or comfortable to reach out to us via WhatsApp, you're happy to do that as well. Kenilwe, you asked, can we bring our own Wi-Fi? So I believe that would then be your little dongle, like a Vodacom dongle or something. I'm sure you can. Oh, I see. Okay, Erica, you did respond to that. Are you allowed to sell anything? I believe you could. Erica, is there limitations?
No selling is allowed. It's not a trade show. It's purely an
trade show.
exhibition. So no selling is allowed at the event.
Okay, so no problem. Okay, thank you for that. Accessories or bags on display. Yes, you can display that. How many socket outlets do they have? Erica, can you give clarification?
It's one plug point and it's only 15 amps. So you can't plug in a popcorn machine or a kettle. It's literally to charge your mobile phone, run your screen or monitor at the stand, or plug in your laptop. So you can bring your own multi-plug as well, because it is only one plug point basically per stand.
Okay, so if you have a multiple people using laptops, or if you want to have your own screen and your laptop, bring a multi-plug that you can plug everything in. Let me just quickly see here. Yes, so Maria, you can bring your own monitor. That's not a problem. If you're uncertain, if you're bringing something that has a higher, that needs a higher power line than 15 amps, please reach out to us directly so that we can engage with Expo guys to see what the additional cost would be to lay in a higher ampage power line for you. How is it? Extension line?
Yes, it's a one-phase DB board is your next step up, basically.
Yeah.
So
if we need
Maria, I just want to follow on from what Paulina said. You can bring your own monitor. If you're going to put it on a table and that. Just a note, if you're going to attach it to the actual shell scheme, you're going to need a chipboard, and Expo Guys has to install it for you. So also reach out to Paulina or Nasha around the costs if you want to attach it to the walls of the stand. Otherwise, if you have your own stand or you're just going to put it on the table, then that's 100%.
Yeah.
We will send out the full recording session, Rose,
yes.
as soon as possible after the session.
Then Keneilwe, you asked, can you redecorate our stands? Yes. So that space, that's 3 square meters that is for you to decorate within the rules and guidelines. It's for you. You don't have to look the same as your neighboring SMME. Put your own banner, put your own tablecloth. If you want to bring a pot plant that's on your table, okay. I'm not saying bring something that's 13 kilograms heavy, but if you have a nice little orchid or flower or some greenery that you want to add, bring it. If you have a pin board that's freestanding that you want to put on your table, or that can lean against the back of your stand without it being heavy, that sort of displays your products, bring it. So as long as it's within the rules in this presentation, and if there's some questions that you have to, if you want to ask about bringing something specific, ask it. Make sure that it's within the this health and safety rules. We're happy to see how we can accommodate you. Okay, I think that's all the questions. Robert, thank you for your message. 100% thank you for attending the meeting anyway. We do appreciate you being here. If there isn't any other questions, I know we booked it for an hour. I do not want to go over that time because I know everybody's time is valuable, but really just want to express my sincere thanks that everybody took the time out of your day to attend. I hope, and I see from some of the comments that you guys are very excited about it, and we are just as excited. We can't wait to meet you face to face and to see what your businesses have to offer and to learn more about you. Losine, I see, will you additional passes be required if I want to send my ops manager apart from the stand reps? Yes. So you are sponsored 2 passes, 2 stand reps. If you want a third person to attend, then that's an additional cost, and you can just let us know if you want to do that, and we arrange it for you. We can tell you how much it costs for the 2 days. But if that third person is only coming on Wednesday, the open day, you don't pay for them. They register as a visitor. All right, but that's obviously different. There's no food vouchers, for a visited pass. If you want them to have the whole experience for the 2 days, they would need an additional stand rep pass, and that would be an additional cost to you. Okay, but you please reach out to Nyasha or I if you have questions. We are really happy to make sure that all your questions are answered. Will there be an induction to show us exit points in case of emergency? Of course, we can facilitate that, not a problem. We can definitely do that for you. We can show you on the Monday when you come and address your stand. We can go through all those protocols with you. If you want to send him for supplier matchup, if you want to send him only for the Wednesday supplier matchup, you don't pay additional for him, Losine. Okay, but you can pop us a message in WhatsApp if you want to. Instead of printing, are
Sammy
we allowed?
has raised a hand.
Oh, Sammy. Okay, sorry, Sammy. You're welcome to ask your question.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you, Sammy?
I'm good. Sorry, I joined in late due to network. I just want to find out when is the expo and where is it, and are we paying to be part of it? Because I heard you were talking about registration fee. Just a brief.
Sammy, do you know who your sponsoring company is? And how you got the, how you're involved in the ABSA. Okay, no problem. Do you
Yes.
mind, Sammy, do you mind if we reach out to you after the conference, after the session, so that we can just engage with you one-on-one and answer all those questions for you? Because I know ABSA is sponsoring, delegates to Exhibitor, so it will be better for us just to engage with you one-on-one afterwards. And then,
Okay,
Erica,
no problem.
thank you, Sammy. Erica, there's one question, but I think it should be okay. It says, instead of printing, are we allowed to bring holograms given the power usage we have?
We would need the specifications of the hologram machine. Normally, they are fine in a normal plug point, but just so we can make 100% sure.
Okay, so Keneilwe, do you mind reaching out to your program manager, either me or Nyasha, giving us some information about that, then we can get approval and share that information. But thank you. Is there any other questions that we can quickly answer for anybody? Okay, you guys have our numbers. You have our WhatsApp, our email. Please reach out to us. We really, really appreciate your time. And if those that need to go, please do. The session is finished. I'm just want to make sure if there's any last questions. Bonang, can we bring our own power source? In what form would that be? What power? How do you want to bring it? Is it a generator? Is it how do you want to?
If I can talk, I'm just talking about the limitations that you have for power on each stand. If we want to use, because I was also thinking about something hologram related, if we want to use additional things that are going to use power, can we bring, indoor power generator or a UPS inverter or something like that?
So there's the layout and the way that the venue has been laid out, I don't know if that accommodates for things, but let me not say no. Let me ask you to put it in an email to me or to Nyasha and give an explanation of what you want to do. How, what exactly is it that you want to do so that we can ask Expo guys directly and clarify that for you. So if it's if we need to get an additional power line through for your stand specifically, whatever the case may be.
I can just follow on that. Generators will not be permitted because it's a closed, it's a very long way from your stand to where the generator is going to have to be. That's extra cabling, etc., etc. So generators will definitely.
Sorry to jump in. It is Nadine from Expo Gas.
Hello,
just wanted to touch base. Sorry. In terms of the electrical, that won't be allowed. Obviously, as you know, EBS is the main supplier at Gallagher, and we have to do all the power through them. So the DB boards get laid by EBS, and then all the power reticulation either happens by the external stand builder that they need to then get a COC certificate to the safety officers on site, or it will be done by Expo Guys where our COC will cover the show.
Okay, thank you. But I think, Bonang, maybe just give us a clear understanding of what you want to do and why you would need the additional power so that we can try and see within the structures of what we have and what's available, what we can offer to you. And what if there's costs involved in that. I think that's the best way to go about it. Okay. Okay, well, I think if there's no other questions, then I think I'm going to close off the session. I really want to just say thank you so much to everybody. We had such a great turnout. It's so exciting to see everybody so invested and excited about this session. We're going to process this recording and presentation and make sure that you get, start the process of registering your stand reps this week. So keep an eye out. You're going to be a bit busy making sure that everything is on point and prepared for you. I really, really hope that you guys are so excited, just as we are, and we cannot wait to meet all of you face to face, those that we haven't yet, and excited to spend these 2.5 days with you in the next couple of weeks. So I hope you have an amazing day and an amazing week, and spend the next time planning how you're going to approach this as the best marketing opportunity for your business. Have a great day, everybody.